Yo, SKOL Nation, buckle up, because the Minnesota Vikings are charging into 2025 with a new era that's got us all buzzing. We're talking J.J. McCarthy stepping up as our franchise quarterback, Justin Jefferson ready to dominate, and a roster stacked with playmakers. Are you ready for this purple and gold revolution? Let's dive into the latest Vikings news and see why 2025 could be our year. The big story is J.J. McCarthy, our 2024 first-round pick, taking the reins after a knee injury sidelined him last season. This kid's got the arm, the swagger, and the support of a fan base that's starving for a Super Bowl. But can he handle the pressure of leading a team that's been a playoff contender? That's the question burning up X posts and Vikings news headlines. Stick with me as we break down 10 electrifying updates about our Vikings, from McCarthy's growth to Jefferson's leadership and some juicy roster moves. Let's get into it. SKOL. The Vikings are ushering in a new era, and it all starts with J.J. McCarthy, our 22-year-old quarterback out of Michigan. Drafted number 10 overall in 2024, this national champion sat out his rookie year with a torn meniscus, but don't sleep on him. He's been soaking up knowledge from the sidelines, and now he's ready to sling it in 2025. Reports from OTAs are lighting up Vikings news, with McCarthy showing serious zip on his passes and connecting with none other than Justin Jefferson. Sure, he had a shaky moment with an interception during 7-on-7 drills, but the kid's got that it factor. Teammates like Aaron Jones can't stop raving about his leadership. What do you think, SKOL fans? Is McCarthy the real deal? The stage is set for him to shine, but the pressure's on. Last season, the Vikings made the playoffs with Sam Darnold at the helm. Can McCarthy match that intensity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Justin Jefferson. This guy's not just a wide receiver. He's a game changer, a nightmare for defenses, and the NFL's receiving yardage leader over the last 5 seasons. In 2024, he racked up 103 catches, 1,533 yards, and 10 touchdowns, proving he's unstoppable. Jefferson stepping up as a leader in 2025, showing up to OTAs for the first time in years to build chemistry with McCarthy. He's got one simple tip for his young QB. Just throw it up anywhere, and I'm gonna go get it. That's the kind of confidence that makes Vikings fans scream, SKOL. How many TDs do you think J.Jettas will snag this season? His presence is already making waves, with reports of a ridiculous one-handed catch during drills. With Jefferson mentoring McCarthy, could this duo be the next big thing in the NFL? Let's hear your predictions. Sam Darnold's exit to Seattle on a 3-year, $100.5 million deal left a void, but it's opened the door for McCarthy. Last season, Darnold led the Vikings to a playoff berth, but some say he crumbled in big moments. Now, it's McCarthy's turn to prove he's the future of this franchise. Vikings news swirled with rumors about Aaron Rodgers possibly joining the team, but Minnesota doubled down on youth, passing on the Hall of Famer. Smart move or risky gamble? The fan base is split, with some ex-posts hyping McCarthy's potential while others wonder if Rodgers could have pushed us to a Super Bowl. With Darnold gone and Daniel Jones also leaving in free agency, the Vikings are all in on McCarthy. Will he rise to the occasion, or are we in for a wild ride? Share your take in the comments. The Vikings roster is absolutely stacked for 2025, giving McCarthy a dream supporting cast. Alongside Jefferson, we've got Jordan Addison, who's facing a possible suspension but still a dynamic threat. Then there's T.J. Hockenson, coming off a healthy offseason and ready to reclaim his spot as a top-tier tight end. Aaron Jones, fresh off a 2-year extension, and newcomer Jordan Mason form a killer running back duo. Mason, acquired in a trade from the 49ers, ran for 685 yards in just 8 games last season. How do you think this backfield ranks in the NFC North? Drop your thoughts. With a revamped defensive line and playmakers galore, this offense is built to score. Can McCarthy harness this firepower and keep the Vikings in Super Bowl contention? The hype is real, SKOL Nation. T.J. Hockenson's return is a massive storyline for 2025. After a brutal ACL and MCL injury in 2023, he's finally healthy and hitting OTAs with a vengeance. Analysts at Zone Coverage are calling him a prime candidate for a career resurgence, especially with McCarthy under center. Hawkinson's chemistry with McCarthy could be key, especially with Addison's suspension looming. Last time he was healthy, Hawkinson was a top 5 tight end. Can he get back to that level? Vikings news is buzzing with optimism, and fans on X are hyped about his potential. If Hawkinson becomes McCarthy's second option behind Jefferson, this offense could be unstoppable. What's your bold prediction for TJ's stats this season? Let's talk about it. Let's zoom in on OTAs, where McCarthy's been turning heads despite a few hiccups. On June 2nd, he threw an interception to new cornerback Isaiah Rodgers, but he also made some jaw-dropping connections with Jefferson. Vikings.com reports the team's energy is electric, with nearly the entire roster hitting the field. Coach Kevin O'Connell is in teaching mode, pushing McCarthy with tough looks from defensive coordinator Brian Flores' squad. The windy conditions in Egan haven't made it easy, but McCarthy's arm strength is shining through. What do you want to see from JJ in these early practices? These sessions are about building chemistry, and with Jefferson showing up regularly, the vibes are sky high. Is this the start of something special, or are we getting ahead of ourselves? Sound off below. The Vikings defense is getting a boost, too, with Javon Hargrave joining the front line. After finishing 29th in pass rush grade last season, this 31-year-old vet has a chance to make a big impact. Daily Norseman says 2025 could be a pivotal year for Hargrave. Can he turn back the clock? On the other side, trade rumors about Jalen Ramsey have been swirling, but a Vikings cornerback recently pushed back on the idea. With a strong secondary and Hargrave's addition, could this defense be the key to a deep playoff run? What's your take, SKOL fans? McCarthy will need this unit to step up, especially with tough early games against the Bears, Falcons, and Bengals. Can the defense hold the line while JJ finds his groove? Let's hear your thoughts. Speaking of the schedule, the Vikings face a challenging start to 2025. McCarthy's first 3 games, if he's named QB1, include a road trip to Chicago and home matchups against Atlanta and Cincinnati. Sporting News says these games will test McCarthy's mettle early. Are you nervous or excited? The Vikings' 2025 slate is tied for the 5th toughest in the NFL, per analysts. With McCarthy still unproven, every snap will be under a microscope. How many wins do you think we'll grab in those first 3 weeks? Drop your predictions. If McCarthy can survive this gauntlet, it'll set the tone for the season. With Jefferson and company backing him up, could we see a fast start? Let's get those comments rolling. The hype around McCarthy is real, but not everyone's sold. A Newsweek report cites an NFL insider claiming the Vikings have some doubts about their young QB. Without regular season experience, it's a leap of faith to hand him the keys. Do you think the team's concerns are valid? On the flip side, Pro Football Focus ranks McCarthy as the 21st best QB entering 2025, praising his 92.2 PFF grade from his Michigan days. FS1's Jason McIntyre is all in, predicting the Vikings could reach the NFC Championship. Who's right, the doubters or the believers? SKOL Nation, it's time to weigh in. Is McCarthy ready to lead us to glory, or should we temper expectations? Hit the comments with your hot takes. We're wrapping up with the ultimate question. Are the 2025 Vikings a team of destiny? With a quarterback-proof roster, as some analysts call it, and McCarthy's potential, the sky's the limit. Last season's playoff run showed what this team can do. Can they go further in 2025? From Jefferson's leadership to Hawkinson's comeback and a beefed-up defense, every piece is in place for a special season. Vikings news is electric, and X posts are buzzing with excitement. What's your bold prediction for the Vikings' 2025 record? SKOL Nation, let's keep this fire burning. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Vikings updates. Share this with your fellow fans, and let's get ready for a wild 2025 season. SKOL.